Hello everybody out there on Facebook. This is Brady Ramsey. I am the owner of Over the Top Magic. The past few days I've been putting out a lot of videos on balloons. I've done one on magic so far, Magic Mondays. It is a kind of a jungle out there. That's one of my favorite TV shows is Monk. It's a jungle out there. Anyway. Speaking of jungle, I decided today to do some giraffes. So to go back to the very first video, if you haven't seen that, go check that out. That's on dogs. I'm going to show you the very first giraffe I ever did, and then the second giraffe, and then the one I use mostly today, and how you could implement that onto a hairband, a headband if you want. And we'll kind of go from there. And so let's go ahead and get started. Tomorrow, by the way, I will throw it out there now in case some of you guys are watching now but not later. Tomorrow is technically a superhero day. I'm doing Batman with my son. His favorite superhero is Batman. But if you guys leave a comment on your favorite superhero, I will, if I get enough comments, I will see if I can make another superhero. So, other than Batman. I might make a basic Batman and then a more detailed Batman. But if you leave a comment on another superhero, maybe I'll make that. So, let's get started on a giraffe. So, and just as a reminder, I do these videos, I'm doing these videos now for myself to practice. I mean, I could practice, but why not put it on video? And also people that are fans of my Over the Top Magic page, maybe you hired me 5-6 years ago, and this very first balloon is what I did for you. And you may not have wanted to hire me again, but now you can watch this and see how I've progressed and be like, we're ready to hire this guy again. Keep in mind, the price might be different. But let's get started. Okay, so the very first balloon giraffe that I learned, okay? Looking back now, it's really pathetic, but okay, it's basically a glorified dog. So if you know how to make a dog, you can make a giraffe. You start with a nose, and then you give it some ears, just like that. And then you give it a really long neck, and then some legs, and a body, and then 2 more legs, and a tail. And that was the giraffe that I would give to people at an event, right? Now, not to say I wouldn't give this out to maybe a very little kid. If they wanted a giraffe and they're 3 years old or younger, this might satisfy them. But if you're any older, that's not going to work so well. I will show you a little bit more. The next giraffe that I did learn has a little bit more detail than this, but not too much. But I had a lot of problems with it because you'll see why, probably. So let's show you that one. Okay. Kind of blow it up actually I'm supposed to blow it up more than that. Which is just asking for trouble, right? Okay. So I learned this from Michael Floyd videos back in the day. I'll move that chair. Okay. So what he did is he made 2 little small bubbles in the front. And pinch twist them. Just like this. You can't really see that. Now you can. Okay. Give it a squeeze. And then he did a little bit bigger bubble. Gave it a pinch twist. And then moved them just like this. The bigger nostril went on the top. Okay. So basically that was the giraffe's mouth. And then he came back a little ways, made a face, and then he made a bubble for an ear. And he made a smaller bubble for a horn, and another small bubble for a horn, and then another bubble for the ear. And twist those together. And now you got something like this. Already a little bit more detailed, right? But then he squeezes out the air all the way and works from the back, which is cool. I do it with my elephant, but we're gonna see what happens. This might pop on me. So giraffes don't have a very big tail, so I make a little tiny tail, and then we have 2 legs, and just like this. Give it a little body. The shorter I make the body, the longer the neck can be. So I'm gonna make 2 more legs, just like this. And luckily it did not pop, but you get a little bit better giraffe than this guy. Same amount of balloon, a little bit better concept, right? But the problem I did have with this one is really tight, and the second that they drop this on the grass, it's gone. It's toast. Which could be the same for a lot of balloons, but that's those are the basic giraffes. I don't really do those anymore. So now I'm going to move on. I learned this design. I learned part of a design from Cody Williams, part of it from Holly Hopper, and I kind of mixed them together because Holly Hopper's design has the horns but didn't have the mane, and I think Cody Williams, he had the horns and the mane but didn't have the face. So it's kind of a mix of both. As you guys can see behind me, I got Isla. Say hi, Isla. she's on her Kindle. Okay.
The thunder.
So here we go. We're gonna blow this one up, not as much as the other ones. Maybe like 6.5 pumps. Took me a while to get this correct on the amount of pumps. We'll see if I just jinxed myself. Sometimes I'll get it wrong at the party and I'm not satisfied. I'll start over because, yeah. So what you do is make an ear. As you can see, the ears and things are getting bigger, but we're still only using just the one balloon. It's crazy, right? Okay, so we got the ears. We don't give it as long of a neck. We'll probably come down to here. I put a pinch twist here because I want to connect something to it. Okay, give it a squeeze, give it some legs. Okay, and wrap that around there to secure it. This, give it a small body, give it 2 other legs, and its tail. The tail I push through so the kid won't untwist it as easily. But that's what we got so far, all still with 1 balloon. As you can see, it's getting a little bit more detailed. What we'll do is we'll grab our brown balloon. This will be for the horns or antlers or whatever they're called. I don't really know. Little nubs, and I'll just start by wrapping this in there just like this, and I'll come up a little ways, make a small bubble, make another small bubble, and I'll come back down and twist that in there. They're kind of not 100% even, but they're, you know, how many of you guys have seen the top of a giraffe's head? Are they perfectly even? I don't know. I've never seen them. So anyway, I'm gonna keep going. I can turn the body this way, so I don't have to turn everything else. I'll just turn the head around. So I'm gonna come down the back now, give it a squeeze, give it a few bubbles. Now, Before I started adding this pinch twist, I was figuring out why my balloon kept coming undone when I tried to add these bubbles. So I didn't have this connection point, and I was like, what is going on? And then I figured it out, and now that I have a connection point, it keeps the bubbles from coming undone. So straighten everything out. Okay, so now you can start to see the makings of the giraffe, right? I could leave it here, but you'll get a very unsatisfied kid. Right? Where's his face? Okay, so I'm gonna make a face for him, and that's just with a blush 5-inch round. These, believe it or not, are very popular at events. So I always keep these on my menu, and they're a last resort too, in case the parents like make my kid something, and they're like the last people that showed up late and don't really deserve something. I'm just kidding. But a lot of people will show up late to an event, or I'll find myself at an event for 3 hours, and the people know that I've been there for 3 hours. There's been signs all week, and 50 people will show up 15 minutes before the event's over, and all expect a balloon. Like I said, I'm willing to stay late, but not that late. That's and then you get a lot of angry parents, and it's like, what can you do, right? But the only thing you can do is get them to book you next year and book 2 balloon twisters. We do have friends, so don't be afraid to call me, and we'll get 2 balloon twisters in there and help you guys out. All right. So now this is what we got. Now it's got a face. You gotta give it some eyes. Let's give it some eyes. We don't want huge eyes, so we're gonna shrink it down to about there. It's gonna still have a little bit of bug eyes, but it's a balloon, so it's a cartoon, it's an animation, it's not real. Okay, take those eyes, wrap it around, and straighten everything out before I show it to you. Alright. Okay, so now we get something like this. You guys can see that. A giraffe. Okay. And I got a Sharpie here, so I'll draw some eyes on. I guess the bigger the eyes, the cuter it is. Doesn't that just look so sad? Okay, well anyway, that's the third version of the giraffe that I use, and I do it all the time. I was going to also show you how to utilize this, possibly put it on a headband. So I don't know what it is about this corona thing. People say don't touch your face, and I want to touch it more than ever. Ah! Okay. It's just like a psychological, don't do this, and you want to do it. Just to be defiant. I don't know. Okay. So let's see. Let's make our flower petal. Like we've done in previous videos with the flowers. Now I haven't been anywhere today, and I just took a shower, so I think I'm safe touching my face. Okay. Let's keep going with our flower petal. We're going to try to get 5 or 6, hopefully 6 petals on this one.
We got a comment from Sarah. She says the world needs more of this right now with a heart.
Hi Sarah. I don't know which Sarah this.
She's in Arizona.
Oh, Sarah from Arizona. Which, by the way, where's everyone else watching from? If you're watching, I see 3 people watching. Even if you watch this after, you can still comment on where you're watching from. I do gigs out of state too. Maybe not balloon gigs, but magic gigs. So keep that in mind for your holiday party. The world hopefully will be back in order by December, and that's a busy time for me for holiday parties. Which I do want to challenge, say, people that I went to high school with. We're all grown up now. You guys are working somewhere. I challenge you to get your company to book me for your holiday party. Let's see if we can make it happen. All right. One more bubble here. All right. So now we got that. Okay. I'm going to pop off the rest. And hopefully we can use that for both. Sending it through the giraffe's legs. That will connect it to the flower petal. Like so. Let's fix the flower petal. Okay, so now he's standing on grass. Okay, let's see if I have enough slack. I can use the nozzle maybe. And pass that underneath. Pull it up. It may not be enough. We'll see. I'm not going to risk it, so I'm going to get a scrap. Which is just a random piece of balloon. I'm going to stick that down below. Now I should have plenty of slack to stick to this headband here. Turn it around. Hopefully nothing's going to pop on me. Position it, and then people can wear it around at events, right? They wouldn't wear it like this. Hey, look at my giraffe. They'd be able to stand straight up, but I'm on camera, so I have to show you. Okay. So we'll put that aside. Now there are a couple other versions of giraffes that I do. This is a headband version. There is a hat, a balloon hat version that I can do, and I did make today. Okay, as you can see, it's the colors of a giraffe. It's got the horns of a giraffe. It's got the neck of a giraffe, but it's a hat that you can wear around, right? The only thing, I do have trouble giving out hats at events, especially on hot days, or maybe the guy's wearing gel in his hair and his hair is pokey, I don't know. But I don't like the idea of the person walking around and this thing pops while it's on their head. If it's on this, you've got a buffer. It's not gonna all of a sudden be down here in your face and be like pop and then smack you in the eye or something, I don't know. But I do have entertainer's insurance. But I do tell, if somebody wants something like this, I tell them, as soon as this leaves my hand, it's not my responsibility. And that usually works, because they understand it is a balloon. So, there's that. And this one I just learned from, I just looked up a video and learned it from YouTube. Which, if you guys don't like watching these videos, look on YouTube. If you're bored and want to see how they're made. A lot of these I can't teach you how they're made. I can make them in front of you, but I can't teach them because they're not my designs. This next one I'm going to show you, I pre-made before the video. I could have made on the video, but I thought it was going to take longer than it did. This one is a Darren Mortiboy. He does have a few things on video on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube and type Darren Mortiboy, and he does some cool stuff. So this is his giraffe that he taught me, and it uses a little bit bigger balloons. Okay, it's still got the horns, it's got the face, but I gave it a brown tail because I didn't want to waste another yellow. But these are These balloons are called 350s. So they're, just in case you're curious, here's a 260 balloon. Here's a 160 balloon. It's a skinnier balloon. And then there's a 350 balloon, which is a bigger balloon, which is what this is made out of. And then there's also 646s. I don't have any in my bag right now. But yeah, these are the giraffes. So this right here is not something that I would, depending on the size of your party, I would make this at a party. But you have to keep in mind, once I make something like this, everybody's going to want one. And if you only hire me for 2 hours and have 30 kids, that's probably not the best scenario. So that's why it's very important to be honest with me when I ask you how many kids at this event. If you say 10 kids and I show up and there's 30 kids, and I've already told you, oh yeah, they're going to get really detailed balloons, and now I have to back it off, I feel bad because, you know, you told me 10 kids and there's 30 kids. So anyway, if you guys like the giraffes that I made, hit the like button. Maybe not the 2 basic ones, but if you guys like these versions, hit the like button. And like I said earlier, comment for the video tomorrow what superhero that you would like me to attempt to make, and I will attempt to make it on camera versus, I might still make a pre-made one, I don't know, but yeah, leave a comment and we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna make Batman on camera for sure, but yeah, leave a comment and thumbs ups and wows and where you're from's. Yeah, so
I got a comment from Candy.
I got a comment from Candy.
Can you see it on your thing?
Let's see. It says, I have been following you and was hoping to book you for a family pool party this summer, but alas, the plague hit. Great stuff. Yeah, hopefully by this summer everything's back to normal, so don't use that as an excuse. Yeah, thank you for thinking of me. Share this video for your friends too, because I can be at your party, and then I can be at their kids' party, and then their kids' party, and their cousins' kids' parties, and all that kind of stuff. Snowball.
And you can also do online lessons.
And I can also do online lessons, whether it be with some balloons and magic, things like that. So online lessons with balloons are a little bit harder unless you have some kind of balloons. I think Walmart has little balloon kits, which I could work with. But anyway, overthetopmagic.com, check it out. And keep in mind, tomorrow's Batman, 2 o'clock, with Jude. I think he'll be with me. That's his favorite. And maybe I'll see you guys then. So, oh, and Magic Monday is coming up. What is today? Thursday? So Friday's superhero, and then I don't think, is there stuff on the weekend?
There is this weekend.
I guess there's stuff on the weekend that I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
My wife made the schedule. But then Magic Monday, be ready for at least 1 or 2 card tricks that I first learned. So tune in, and I'll see you guys later.